Hi everyone, welcome to our 27th episode of Two Friendless Friends. Thank you so much for clicking on this week's episode. And today we're doing an episode all about me, Flora. And we did one 2 weeks ago about Kelly. Check that one out in the description box. And also check out last week's episode.
Not really 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
2 episodes ago.
But many
4 months
weeks
ago.
Yeah, we filmed that. We recorded that one before lockdown started.
Yeah, and now it's November. It's been a long time. Okay, so let's start with our weekly update. What's been going on in your life, Flora?
During the last episode and this week, I don't really know if anything big has happened. Like it's been the same schedule, working 4 days a week, trying to catch up with all my work. I think I went shopping for a bit. I had to buy some stuff. Like a Secret Santa gift for my friend.
I don't really do Christmas, so I guess I get to save that bit of money. But then at the same time, like, there's not much difference if I do it or not, since, like, usually in Christmas you, like, swap gifts, so.
Oh, we need to also mention the date of today. So we're actually recording this on the 10th of November, which is
my 20th birthday.
Yay!
I'm no longer a teenager.
Yeah, I mean, you were always oh my god, wait a second. So you can be an adult and a teenager at the same time.
Yeah, because like 18 and 19, you're still like a teen.
But I mean, even like, I know that people say this often, but when you're 18 and 19, even though you're titled as an adult,
like legally you're recognized as an adult, but no one feels like an adult. No,
because like, especially in these years, like these few years, early 20s, in your like end of teens, there's so much that happens, and like, even though you might feel like an adult, there's still so much to learn.
There's so much that we don't
fully
know.
Hit yet. Yeah.
I still don't know how to properly do my taxes.
That's okay. I see, I have the privilege of having an accountant as my mom, so I don't do that stuff, but at the same time that also means that I haven't learned how to do it. Actually, that's not true. I did like 3 months work at her place, so
I do know how to do taxes technically, because accounting kind of did go through a little, but so basically I was helping my mom do her taxes, and I was like, yeah, I really don't know what's going on. Like, I wouldn't have known what the accountant actually did, because like there was a lot of stuff that you could claim that I did not know about, and I'm like, wow, that actually saves you a lot of money in terms of taxes. Like, my mum was meant to pay an extra like $400 or something, but somehow she managed to get $400 back from the accountant.
Yeah, so knowing your tax is very important, guys. It's also raining, important. So if you do hear rain sounds in the background from me, it's not in my control.
And like, some of my neighbors decided to mow their lawn.
In the rain?
I don't know. They were mowing their lawn. Like, literally every single day, you at least hear one person around my house, that is mowing their lawn.
Oh. Okay.
Like,
then.
how do people have that much time to mow their lawn?
No, maybe it's because like it's going to rain these few days, so like find the one random sunny day and then mow the lawn. I don't know.
It's been consistent
find
since
reasons.
Lockdown started, so
What about you, though? What's been going on in your week?
I had a quiz last week. And then this week I have an assignment due, but that's not interesting.
Well, we're almost done with uni for this term.
We have 2, like, do we count this week? I don't really want to count this week because I'm done with all my tutorials.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I only had one this week because I missed the other one and I had special cons. So, all good. Yeah. I'm done with my tutorials for the week. So, I kind of count this week as over. So, like, I only have 1 week left. And then finals.
Are we in week 9 right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I'm still on week 7.
Oh, content-wise, I'm still, like, week 7 too. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, so let's actually get into the question of the episode, which I did not really plan, but I will ask anyway. Help me think of one, Kelly.
I have one.
Yeah, okay, go.
When you were younger, what did you imagine for your 20s? Like, what was your plan for your 20s? Like, you probably did think about it at some point, right?
Okay, so I don't remember specifically 20, but I remember I really wanted to be, like, I think I counted adult as 16. I remember because I was like, I really just want to wear makeup. Like, I just want to wear what I want to wear.
What age was this?
Wear makeup. I don't even remember. You were thinking this?
Early teens?
Yeah, probably. But, like, for uni and all, I remember hearing about it and imagining it to be like this. Like, it was so grown up for me. Like, I was like, there's no way I would. I just didn't imagine it. And, like, the word bachelor of whatever, like, it just seemed so adult to me. So I think I imagined, I mean, this is like a full circle conversation, but I imagined, like, your 18s, your 20s to be like, oh, you're on top of everything. You know everything that's going on. You're doing, like, such big girl stuff.
Big girl stuff.
What about you?
Yeah, I think, like, because I had my older cousins, like, I have a cousin 2 years, like, female cousin 2 years older and one 4 years older than me. I kind of, like, look towards them in terms of, like, how I imagine, like, what my future years would be like. But then, now that I look at it, I'm nothing like them. So I don't know why I thought that. I also thought that in my 20s, at some point, I would get married. Well, we'll see about that. And probably have kids.
I always thought that people got married at 22. I thought that was, like,
I thought
average.
like around the same, like probably like a bit into the 20s to halfway through 20s, because when my mum had my brother at 21.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, like, I'm a year off from when my mum had my brother, and I'm like, at this age, would I have been able to leave my home country, leave my entire family, move to an entirely new country, get married, and have a kid?
Was she studying at that time?
No, she wasn't.
Oh, okay.
My mum was never, like, a very, like, study-centered person. Like,
no,
she
neither
never
was my
enjoyed
mum.
studying.
My mum was kind of really bad at studying. She ended up finishing uni, though, at UTS. Because she did it after she came here. What did your mum do?
My mum never, like... My mum went, like, you know the typical, like, education stuff that refugees get?
Oh, yeah?
There was a
Not
like
really,
the
but-
English classes, etiquette
Oh
classes.
no, I do know. I saw an
Stuff like that.
ad.
And then she didn't really do much outside of that. I think she mostly started working immediately because back then we had literally no money. So like she couldn't afford to like do anything.
She ended up learning a lot of English from that.
Yeah, like picking things up from like around her. She's very good at picking things up like from situations, but she's not good at like sitting down and learning from a textbook.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
she
know.
cannot. She will fall asleep if she like started reading a book.
But isn't it so good though? Like at that age, learning a whole new language and being like, and now she works at a job where she has to speak that language every day. Like she's using it to earn money.
Yeah, I could not imagine myself like learning a new language now.
It's so hard though. But I mean,
I think it's a different story when you're like surrounded by that language.
yeah, I was about to say too. Yeah.
But still, it's very hard because like even when I do go back to Vietnam, I don't speak like I pick up some bits and pieces of Vietnamese and I got a lot better while I was there. But I don't think like being there for a while would make me that much better because like with family I would still speak Cantonese.
Would you ever want to like travel to Vietnam by yourself for like a month?
That's too scary.
You wouldn't?
Oh, like I don't know. You probably haven't experienced this because you're from Hong Kong, right? But Vietnam... Why is the rain so loud now? Okay. So Vietnam is communist and corrupt, right?
Yeah.
So basically, apparently this happened to my mum, like the one time she went back by herself for my grandma's funeral. Like she was alone. So like there was, but basically like, you know when your luggage comes out on that conveyor belt thing? Basically there's usually like a security guard kind of person like in uniform standing around there and they pick up bags off the conveyor belt sometimes. Probably like ones that have been going in circles like for a while. And basically if you go look for your bag there and you find it, they make you pay some sort of money to get it.
Wait, what's their reason for?
Because they just want the money.
Yeah, but what did they tell them? Like, oh,
I
to
don't
get your
know,
bag,
but-
you need to pay.
Yeah, basically that. Like, even picking up things from the post office, they're like, you already paid the postage fee, right? Like, when you send it.
Oh, they treat it like a service fee or something?
Yeah, it's like a service fee, but it's like unofficial service fee. Like,
You know-
there's a lot of that kind of stuff. And I don't think I could handle that.
Oh, okay, right. But what
But
about...
then at the same time, if you speak fluent English, they kind of get scared of you. Like, they're less
Intimidated?
likely to, like, want to rip off someone that might have connections or, like,
Oh,
is from a foreign country.
interesting. That is... So they wouldn't... So let's say, like, you're at a market and you're bargaining. If they see that you're a foreigner, they're not going to try to...
They're not gonna give you lower prices, like, the technically lowest price.
Yeah. But then you just said that they're not going to try to rip you off.
They also, like, it depends where you are. Like, the police officers probably would not. But, like, a lot of the places that are more, like, tourist-centric are marked up, like, by, like, probably double or 3 times the price of, like, other places.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, probably not very comparable. But you do see that with every tourist place, regardless of
Yeah.
country.
Probably, like, not to that extreme, but, like, yeah, tourist things are always, like, marked up by a bit.
I feel like if I had the money, I would want to live in Hong Kong for like a few months by myself.
No, but isn't Hong Kong really expensive?
It is,
Like,
yes.
in terms of housing.
Especially, yeah, I was actually going to say that because the land is so small, but they are so dense in population. So there's just,
yeah,
like, apartments everywhere. And it's a lot of money.
Even, like, a tiny little apartment is
Yeah.
a lot of money.
And, like, car spaces there are really expensive too.
Everything, like, the more densely populated a place is, the more unreasonable certain prices are.
Okay, so since we're already 15, 16 minutes into this episode, we might actually get started on the episode content. So this, did you like prepare questions? I don't know how you're really going to go about this.
I kind of have general questions that I feel like some of them you might go on for a long time about them.
Okay, sure.
Okay, my first question is, where did your fear of needles come from? Like, do you remember the first time you were scared of needles?
I don't. See, I remember getting my first needle, but I don't remember being scared of it. I just remember it hurt afterwards. Like, it was in my butt. And then I had to, like, sit on like this couch at home. And I'd be like, oh, it hurts. And then, I don't know, I think it came from, like, during high school, like, during my first vax. But then also, I didn't get needles, like, I wasn't exposed to needles very often. Like, I don't remember
Wait, then
ever
how
getting
did you get
it.
through, like, the year 7 vaccines? They were, like,
No.
5.
Yeah, I know. So those ones were really scary. I'm pretty sure... No, I don't think I cried, but I remember being really, really, really scared of them. So that's, like, kind of... that's not where it started, but that's my first memory of being scared of them. And I couldn't look at them either. I also remember in year 7, like, you know, pazers, right? They're really thin.
Yeah.
So my friend, she, like, clicked it out so, like, the lead was very long, and then pretended it was a
everyone did
needle.
that.
Yeah, and then, like, put it where you would for the blood test. And then when she did it to me, I got, like, so panicked about it.
But
Actually,
it wasn't even a real needle.
It wasn't. So I think it's more like sharp things, maybe.
Like, things going in you?
Possibly, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, like, for context, for, like, anyone that's not, like, from Australia, when we go into high school, which is, like, year 7, when we're, like, 12, we have to get, like, a round of vaccines. So there's the chickenpox one. There's, like, hepatitis B or something.
Yes.
And there was one other one. So,
I
like,
don't even
there was total,
remember.
like, 5 needles. And then...
And then we had
also
to get it
in
again in year 11.
It was a different one.
Yeah.
That was a completely different one. That was just one shot, I'm pretty sure. So,
It
like, those were, like,
yeah.
compulsory vaccines for high school students. I don't think it was actually compulsory.
No, it wasn't
could
compulsory.
You could choose, but everyone did it anyway because, like...
Yeah, I did it
Why
too.
would you turn down, like, free immune system boosters?
Boosters.
Like, what?
You know, some people are anti-vaxxers.
Because, like, I think if you try to get those any other time, you have to pay.
Yeah. I think so. And
It's
then
not that expensive anyway.
after year 11, it was COVID vax.
Oh, yeah, COVID
Because I
vax.
didn't do any, like, blood tests.
There's another one in 6 months.
I know, yeah, but, like... So during the first COVID shot, that one was really, really scary. And then second one, I didn't actually cry. So hopefully for this third one, it'll be fine as well.
Hopefully. I don't know. When am I getting my third one? Sometime next year.
It's 6 months after your second.
Second.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? Now I forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay. So
Oh yeah, when are you getting a wisdom teeth removed then?
Oh, you know what? I am pretending as if that doesn't exist. So
Still? So you haven't been booked in, right?
nope.
Okay.
Like, I'm literally just going with the. I'll deal with the consequence. No, that is so bad because the consequences
Wait, if you're
are bad.
getting all four out, I heard from someone else that they got gassed up for.
I think no, I do have. What did they say?
I think like if you're getting all of them out at the same time, they have to gas you up because I don't think the anesthetic that is in the needle will last long enough for them to get all four out.
Okay. I don't know. I remember asking the dentist about it, and then I was like, oh, I will even pay for the gas. And they were like, oh, yeah, we don't know. It could be like $1,000 an hour. And I was like, okay, then, sure.
I don't think it would be that much.
I don't
Plus,
know
like,
what they said.
If you have health insurance, it should be covered.
I do, so, but I don't know. But anyway, my mom was like, you are not paying that much money. You are going through and you're getting it. So ever since that conversation, I just haven't brought it up at all.
Pushing it.
Yeah. So
leaving it as long as you can. I mean, as long as it's not like
look, it's
painful.
not urgent. Anyway.
It's not painful right now, and it's not like pushing or ruining any of your teeth. You can leave it as long as you want.
Yeah, I hope.
Because, like, that's what I'm doing with my current one, because this one isn't, like... Well, like, it is pushing on my gums, like, the side, my cheek, but I'm leaving it as long as I can.
Why aren't you taking it out?
Because I don't have, like, a full week off to, like, deal with it.
Oh, would you do in the holidays?
Not this holidays. I have work. But normally I would have tried to like line it up with a holiday or like our midterm, like our flexi week.
Oh yeah.
Because like your face basically swells up and you can't really do much because it's painful. Except this, I don't think this one will be as bad as my first one because like they won't have to cut my tooth in half.
Oh my god! I don't want to know. Don't say that.
I mean, if you're gassed up, you wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want to know anything. I just want to be oblivious, just going into it, trusting them. I'll be like, okay, my life is in your hands. Do whatever. Don't tell me. I don't want to know about the needles at all. Just do whatever.
Well, I guess my second question or topic for you is, I think everyone knows by now that Flora's a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I feel like you've talked about it.
Have I mentioned it?
I feel like you should have talked about it at least once, right?
Now that I think about it, I feel like I haven't. Maybe. I can't remember though.
Flora is a massive Taylor Swift fan. And I would like to know, what got you so into Taylor Swift?
Speaking of Taylor Swift, she's actually releasing her re-recording of Red in 3 days. So it's the 10th now, and it'll be out on the 13th.
Wasn't it like the 12th? Oh, it's the 13th, not the 12th.
In America, so.
Oh, so it's like the 12th in America. Yep, I get it now.
And how did I get into her? Well, I think it started off because I had Spotify, right? And during the days of my early Spotify, I actually listened to everyone. And like when I listened to everyone, like I would find one artist and then listen to all their songs and then learn all the lyrics to their songs. So like it was a thing that I did even like when I first started listening to music, and I do now. Like I don't, like if I listen to one artist, I listen to all their songs. So yeah, like so I'm more into the artist.
I'm like the complete opposite
of a lot of people I know. So I think like I ended up listening to a lot of Taylor's songs, and I think it's really boring story, but I think I just like ended up really liking her because of the songs. And then it was like year 8. So this was like in year 6 when I first started. And then year 8 was when I had tutoring. And then one day my friend was like, oh, you should create a fan account for her. So I did that, and then I got like really into the community and the fandom, and I'd post edits and stuff. Do you know about this?
Yes, you told me. I don't know the account, but
no one knows the account. Although I did tell one person once, and then I'm pretty sure I cried straight after because I was like, no, don't look at my account. I'm embarrassed now. It's not that it's embarrassing, it's just that like in the captions I treat it like a diary. So I just don't like people finding out about it. But I created the account, and then I used it, like I still have it. But the Insta fandom is pretty dead right now. Like not many people are on it anymore. I stopped using it. There was actually a period of time, like in year 12, 2 years ago, when I was kind of losing touch with her, because I didn't really love the album that she put out at that time. But now I'm like back into her. I'm waiting on the release. I'm keeping up to date with all the theories. So it's a pretty boring story, but I guess that's it. You know what though? She's been the only person that I've well, I mean, I just said that I stopped for a bit, but I still liked her during that time. But I mean, like, what is it?
Like relatively consistent.
Year 6 all the way to now. How many years is that?
That's like 8 years.
8 years, right? Of
8 to 9.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
like we're at the end of this year now.
My most stable relationship.
That's more stable than any of my friendships.
Isn't that kind of sad?
Huh?
That's kind of sad. Like I don't even. Like, she's really just a person that I don't really know.
And she's been more stable in your life than anyone else.
Yeah. Also spent a lot of money on her.
I mean, she's making that money as well, so.
Yeah, but she doesn't need the money. I need the money. And it's just going to her.
That's true. Well, I think another one of your obsessions, right, that everyone probably also knows about is makeup.
Oh.
I feel like
you know what? I really thought that you were about to say pandan. I don't know why. But yeah, continue.
I mean, why are you obsessed with pandan as well?
You know what? I think it's because it was, you know, like the chiffon cake. It's like relatively easy to make, so my mom would make it a lot. So I think that's where my love for it came from.
Oh, I thought you would have said like the very iconic Sally's cake.
No, we only recently started buying that, but then before, like, it was always handmade. And it smells so nice.
I don't know, because like pandan doesn't really have much flavor. It's more like very...
Yeah, we always use the artificial ones though. The food coloring droplets.
How do you say like the flavor's like very like it's not really like flavorful.
It's very fragrant, but it's not.
It's very fragrant.
The most pungent. Is that?
It doesn't really taste like much.
It does have a taste though.
It's very light.
Anyway, so makeup.
Yeah. What got you into it? When did you start?
My earliest memory of... Okay, so I used to do dance aesthetics and like dancing and all that in primary school. So we had to wear makeup. Back then, I was like... I think that's when I first got exposed to makeup, but I didn't love it back then. And then for Christmas one year, I got like this Hannah Montana set of like makeup, and it had like nail polish in there as well. I think that might have been the start of it, and then it kind of just grew from there. Like I stopped dancing though, so I didn't wear it for a lot, but then I got into it because of YouTube, and then I bought like mascara. That was the first piece of makeup that I started wearing. and then it kind of just grew from there. I think I like properly started wearing it in maybe year 9 or year 10.
I don't know, because like I see everyone getting into makeup or like using makeup on a regular basis, and then I'm like, when did you get into it? Because I never got into it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like a lot of girls are, and I think I'm very lucky because I don't feel the need to wear it every day. Like, I'm confident enough that I don't have to, that I feel good enough to not have to wear it. Like, sometimes I show up to work with no makeup. Actually, I've done that once, and then I was like, oh, like, I do think I look better with makeup on. So I'm like, oh, like,
you just look less dead, honestly. I feel like with makeup, most people, they just look a bit brighter. Like, the face is still the same.
Yeah, and
it's just like they look a bit brighter.
So a lot of people think makeup is like full face, eyeliner, powder, but a lot of people just wear like face correcting products. Like, not face correcting, but like like concealer, you know, and like just spot.
It's mostly like covering eye bags, spots.
Yeah. When I don't wear makeup, I feel like, oh, maybe I should have put makeup on. I would have looked better. And that's what I think, but I never feel like
you need to wear makeup.
I'm ugly when I'm not wearing it. So
that's good though.
It's good.
Like, you have a healthy
even though I
relationship.
really like it, I don't rely on it, I guess.
I guess you have a healthier relationship with makeup than people sometimes.
Yeah, which is very lucky. Actually, I don't know if luck is the right word, but
I think it really depends on what you surround yourself with, and also the kinds of people that you surround yourself with, because like sometimes if you do surround yourself with people that like wear makeup every day, will never show their bare face, then you would probably end up like that too.
Yeah, like my friends, like my friend group, isn't like obsessed with makeup. There's only really maybe like 3 of us out of 6 or 7. How many people are there? I forgot. 6, 7. There's 7 of us, and there's only like, I would say like 2.5 people who are really into makeup.
Yeah, no one in my high school friend group wore makeup, so I was just like chilling. Like, we didn't care. But then like a lot more girls wore makeup to school than I realized. I think I just never realized because I never saw them without makeup.
You know what though? I'm pretty sure Taylor Swift contributed to my love of makeup, or more specifically red lipstick, because that's her thing. And now I'm like sometimes I just wear muted red lipsticks out. Like, the only thing I don't like about masks is that no one can see. Like, I don't wear it, but like, I want to wear lip products, but I can't.
Get a
because
clear
no one's
mask.
going to see it anyway. I have a black mask that work provides for me, actually.
But do you think that when you're working in a like corporate job, do you need to wear makeup to work every day?
I don't think that you have to wear makeup, even if like you're working in corporate. I think people do, but I also don't see that environment as one that like pressures you or even encourages you to wear makeup. Oh, actually, that's so not true. That was like such a lie.
I don't know. I've heard people get comments about like, you know, when some people just like vlog and they try like one day of going to work without makeup, and then like you hear the comments that people say around them. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, what happened to you? Like, and I think that really goes into the idea that like, you know how everyone has to be presentable for work. Like, you can't be in like sweats, right? Like, you're expected to be somewhat presentable.
I mean, I feel like that's true. Personally, if I did that, I don't know if I would experience the same thing, because I don't typically wear face makeup like on a daily basis. I don't know, because people say that I do, and then I don't think I look majorly different, but I do think I just look better with like eyeliner, lashes.
I don't think you look very different with or without makeup. It's like it accentuates some of your features, but I don't think if I don't know, maybe because I see you with or without makeup like all the time. But I definitely think if I were to see you with makeup and without makeup, I wouldn't say much, because I wouldn't see much of a difference.
Like, I think I've only recently started to do a lot of the like focusing more on the base and the face, whereas before it was mostly on the eyes. So like, really, when I wore like a full face, I just really wanted to cover the red cheeks, but it didn't make like a big difference. Like, if you looked at me, it was just like red or no red, but it wasn't like, oh wow, like with makeup she suddenly looks like very sculpted, because I didn't do a lot of contouring.
What would you say to a manager or someone that comments on the fact that you don't wear, like, you're not wearing makeup that day, and like they're basically telling you to look more presentable? Well, like, they're kind of saying like, oh, you don't look presentable if you're not wearing makeup, basically. That's the point I was trying to say.
Oh, what would you say?
I feel like I don't know, I want to get more of a perspective from someone that wears makeup, but I feel like I would have just like said, how about you wear makeup then, if it was male, if like they were male. I feel like females wouldn't
Women
say it,
yeah,
but male, if they were male, I would have been like, why don't you wear makeup then? If you don't need to wear makeup, I don't need to wear makeup.
that's a good point. I think, yeah, if it was a woman manager, see, I feel like if they were saying it, I just don't imagine them to be saying it in like a way that like, oh, you have to wear it. Maybe it's like are you feeling okay today, Flora? Like, you look a bit dead. Yeah, you just look a bit dead. But then to them, it's not like they're saying that I have to. They're just pointing out the fact that I look different with it. Jokes, that would probably hurt my feelings.
You look like you got hit by a bus. I think this would probably come up more with like more traditional companies.
What's traditional?
Than probably any companies that we will end up working for. Like, it's as in like very traditional corporate style places.
Right, but even like the bigger ones now are being more progressive.
Yeah, definitely. Even like, especially after the pandemic, like,
there's a bigger focus on work-life balance now.
Yeah. I think before the pandemic though, like, there was still quite a bit of like expectation for women to be wearing makeup into work.
I can't speak much on that because I don't really know. I just think that if a man was to say that to me, like, oh, you should be wearing more makeup, I don't think that I would get really offended. I feel like I just feel like I think I just think, you're a man. Like, what gives you the right to say anything to me? You're a man, right? Like, there's
like, would it be like more of like, okay, now I know you're not a decent person, I'm not gonna let you hang around me, rather than getting offended? It's like an indicator that it's like a red flag.
Yeah, it would definitely be a red flag. I think, I don't know, I can't really say unless it's like actually happening, but I don't think that I'd be really offended if they told me that I need to wear more makeup. Because again, like I said in the last episode, I view myself as the hottest person ever. So it's like, if anyone was to tell me that I wasn't and I should wear more makeup, then that's a them problem.
It doesn't matter.
Like, that's not...
You're right there,
exactly, that's not on me. If you think I need to wear more makeup, if you don't like the way I look, then you don't have to look at me. Just turn away then.
This reminds me of... Do you watch The Try Guys?
Which episode? I mean, I've watched like a bit.
Like, Eugene has that saying, like, I'm right, you're wrong, shut up.
Oh, I don't watch them enough to like know the stuff,
but he has that one line, and that just reminds me.
Exactly. I could pull that on someone who says it to me. But I feel like if it also depends on the tone. Like, if someone was trying to like say, oh, you must wear makeup, you don't look good without it, but they said it in a way that sounded as if they were concerned for me. You know how like people mask disrespectful things with like
concern?
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, I'm only looking out for you and stuff like that.
Yeah, or something like that. I feel like, you know, I probably would be a bit offended, not gonna lie. But I would probably just tell them, like, I'd probably be sad for that day and then like think about it and then realize that
you're the hottest person in the world.
Yeah, I don't have to wear makeup for anyone. Like, I can just do whatever I want and I look fine without it anyway. So yeah, like I don't need it. So again, if they have a problem, that's not on me.
It like, since you mentioned the last episode, I think the last episode really was like a bit of a turning point in my body image for myself.
Oh, that's so
I'm
good.
starting to adopt I'm the hottest person in the world.
Exactly,
mentality.
because you are. If, like, you should never say anyone is hotter than you.
Even if I'm just wearing sweats.
Even if you're just wearing sweats. I mean,
I'm
like,
the hottest person in the world.
This is so embarrassing to admit, but, you know, I, like, analyze my face so much in the mirror. And I feel like people do this, but like, I don't even do it in like a bad way. Like, oh, I have like a thing here, it looks ugly and like whatever. I'm just like, I literally just stare at myself sometimes, like even after I shower or like put on like skincare and I'm feeling like glowy.
Do you ever like look at yourself? So like, do you ever like stare at yourself and not recognize yourself?
No, that's never not recognize
that happens
myself?
to me. So, like, sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'm like, wait a minute.
Usually my thoughts when I'm staring in the mirror is just like, whoa, I am so pretty. That's literally what I think. So,
oh, like I don't think about it, but then like when my mind comes back to it, I'm like, what?
I'll probably edit it out so you guys actually won't be able to hear the pauses and all. But before, I had to get up out of the chair, and I walked past the mirror, and I literally had the thought like, wow, I look really good right now. And so, like, seriously, I think that's really good, though, that now you're starting to have this mindset. And, like, eventually, over time, you're going to really, like, get into it. And, like, really embrace yourself. Because I think that's so important. Like, why would you ever put someone else above you? Like, you learn to love yourself first. Because if you can't give that love to yourself, then someone's just going to feel that gap in for you, and then what happens if they leave, you know? So you have to learn to obsess and love yourself first.
Because you shouldn't be letting anyone fill in any gaps in your own self-worth. But at the same time,
I'm that person that like gets hella attached to someone. I don't think it's even self-worth though. It's not like I'm letting I'm feeling, I don't know what it is. It's attachment issues.
I don't get attached to people very easily, but like when I am attached,
I don't know what I'm like now, because I haven't. Usually it's with guys, but like I haven't. Like this year just hasn't been like a getting super attached and clingy So I feel like that's good.
eventful year.
It's probably healthier.
You know what's weird? I haven't liked a guy in 2 years.
Who'd you like 2 years ago?
I had a boyfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like, not exactly 2 years ago, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. He also became a model. Kelly dated a famous model that... What? How many people? A few thousand people.
10,000 people see every day.
Yeah.
People are going to be so confused.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give context. Because, like, if I do give context, people
They'll
will
figure out who
figure
it
it
is.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's 2 guys in that picture. Are there 2 guys?
Yeah. Honestly, there's the main guy that you see, like, when you look at the picture.
And then there's the guy on the side.
Which is, yeah, Kelly's ex. So, yeah.
It was kind of funny when I first saw it. Because, like, I wasn't expecting it. I just wanted to get on with my day, and then, like, I see a picture, like, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I know. When I sent you the picture
like,
on the website, I was like, hey, wait a second, isn't this...
Oh, I knew about that one before.
Oh, okay.
Because he was flexing about it to me.
I mean, also, back to what you were saying, how you haven't had a crush on a guy in 2 years. That's good. Having a crush is terrible. I hate that feeling.
What about you?
Okay, so... This is a very complicated topic because I feel like with all my crushes, I've never been physically attracted to any of them other than like one person.
Since I've known you, I don't think you've had a crush, right? Am I wrong? Like a proper crush. In the last 1.5.
What's his name? Would Frice count? Because...
No, but you were kind of over him at that point,
because
right?
I don't like that. Like, okay, so Frice is basically someone that I've talked about in previous episodes, and I did like him, but I feel like it was like a whole year of like feelings about him.
That was a strange one.
But then, like, for most of those feelings, it wasn't even like happy, nice. It was like just... Yeah, no. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it was like crush. I would say that he was a crush, but I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You don't know exactly when it started and ended.
Yeah. Okay. And then there was Anthony, but then he was just more of a like... No, you know what? I wouldn't say he was anything. Yeah. So...
I feel like none of the guys you ever told me about were like anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the last crush I've had was Fries, and then before that was like this other guy. And then there was like before that was like a 4-year long crush of this guy. I'm gonna say his real name because, okay, maybe not, but he was definitely the hottest guy I've ever crushed on, and the only acceptable one too. And then after that, it just all went downhill in terms of looks.
Okay, I guess it's time to start wrapping up. I think this will be my last question for you. You know how like there's so many sales coming up? There's like a sale right now. There's the Click Frenzy one. There's Singles Day tomorrow, and we're both
Friday.
single.
Hey, it's yeah.
And then there's Black Friday and that weekend sale around Black Friday. Are you buying anything, or are you gonna plan to buy anything?
Did you know that Singles Day is a made-up day by... Do you know Jack Ma? Is that his name? Yes. The AliExpress.
Yeah, I think he didn't... It's like, I know that it's like a Chinese company that like really started it. Because it's mostly a thing that's like recognized by places like AliExpress, Taobao, a lot of companies that are based in Asia. Because I feel like
11.11.
Yeah, 11.11 isn't really like... It's not a special day in Western culture. Like, it's not in, like, in terms of, like, fashion
This
sales.
is the first year I've ever seen something like this happening. Because even, like, Dyson is doing sales for Singles Day. And,
Isn't it
that's
for
how
Click
I found
Frenzy?
out about it. No, so we're doing Singles Day. We're doing Click Frenzy now. We're doing Singles Day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard, like, I've definitely heard more stores doing Singles Day. But
yeah.
still not that many.
What about you? Are you thinking about buying anything? I am, but I'll say after you.
So for some reason, it's November, right? The season of sales. But it's also my most broke month.
What have you been recently spending on?
So I bought my chair. Well, like, I'm unemployed right now. You know, like, I think everyone knows that. So I don't have any income. But I bought my chair. I bought a monitor stand. What else did I buy? I bought AirPods Pros. Because they were, the price dropped quite a bit, so I bought them.
What are you doing with your current AirPods?
Probably going to pass them on to my dad. What else? What else did I buy? I feel like I bought something else. Oh, I bought keyboards.
Big expensive products.
Yeah.
That you bought.
But I'm being reimbursed for them later. So, like, I'll still be broke for the rest of this month, so I won't get to buy anything.
Wait, like, fully reimbursed?
I think so.
Ooh. So that means... Wait, could you technically just, like... I mean, this is probably illegal, but could you just, like, you know, buy, like, a laptop for yourself, a laptop for, like, your mum, like, your whole family?
No, there's a limit. There's a limit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And there's certain items that won't be recognized because they're provided.
Right, okay, yeah. For me, I'm going to, whenever they get back to me, because I emailed them, and they said that they would get back in, like, 1 business days, but I'm going to buy an air wrap for myself, and I'm so excited about that. Yesterday I bought a present, like, for the Secret Santa. I'll be getting a few more things. I really should take advantage of this, like, period, because a lot of things are on sale. And I do have to buy clothes. I have to buy an outfit for...
Oh, wait, I need to buy birthday presents for the twins.
Yeah.
Crap. Okay. Carla and Helen, if you're listening, your present will be late. I have to wait to get paid.
I have to buy birthday presents too, because it's your birthday today, in case people forgot. Say happy birthday right now to Kelly, everybody. But,
thank you. I'll like say thank you in advance.
I don't know, just a lot of people. This time of year is always expensive.
Oh yeah, November. Like, there's so many November babies.
Saving up for a car. I don't think I'm taking out a car loan, so going to just...
I don't think I'll need to buy a car, because I think what's happening is my dad's gonna replace his car with a new car. I'll probably contribute to it, just to help out with, like, money, and then, like, I get the old car. So
is the old car what you're learning with now?
Yeah, so it's, like, what I'm used to right now anyway, so that's probably best for, like, starters, except it's, like, kind of dodgy. Sometimes there was one time that it, basically the the pedal for the accelerator, it was kind of stuck. Like, it wouldn't really go down. And then, like, when it did go down, like, we went forward quite a bit. It does happen sometimes, like, because it's a pretty old car.
How many years?
I don't know. We got a secondhand, like, I think probably around when I was in year 7. Like, we got a secondhand quite a few years ago. I don't exactly know what year it was made.
See, my car that I'm driving now, it's got the same birthday as me. So it's like a few days before me. It's like 02.
You know, like
it's been alive for 19 years.
It's been alive. You know when your parents just, like, always compare appliances age to your age? Do your parents do that?
Oh.
Because, like, my mom's like, oh, the fridge is older than you, Kelly. And I'm like, how much older is it?
Wow, you've had actually, I don't remember ever. Maybe my fridge is also older than me too, because I don't. There's a lot of things in my house.
My fridge needs to be replaced.
Changing.
It started leaking water. Fridge? Oh no, that's like a separate fridge. But like, you know how in the kitchen there's usually that slot for the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, my kitchen has a pretty small one, so like it only fits like the single top mount one.
Right.
Yeah, and the new fridge that we got was just for extra storage, and it's like the French door double door thingy. So like it won't fit in there, but we also need more storage space. So
you know, I feel like everyone has 2 fridges now.
Yeah, I feel
like you know, or at least like another freezer.
Like,
because I have another freezer.
One fridge, but then like we got the second one beginning of last year, just before the pandemic, and then now like I don't think we can live on one fridge anymore.
No, I know, because when you get your new one, it's like never enough space.
It's never enough
like you
space.
Just
it's always
end up
full.
Just buying more.
No, but do you see the trend? Like when basically my parents go grocery shopping mostly on the weekends. Like that's when we buy the bulk of stuff.
Yeah.
So like our fridge is really full on Saturday and Sunday. Still pretty full on Monday, and then you get to Friday, right, and it's like empty and there's nothing to eat.
That would never have, like, I cannot ever remember having even like a slightly empty fridge. I don't know why. There's always stuff. It's just full of stuff.
There's always the random stuff, the random jars and stuff in the fridge.
Yeah, like just staples that you always have to keep there. Like, you know, hot pot. What are they called? Like. The balls.
Oh yeah, that's always in the freezer.
There's a better word for that. We have so many bags of them, just like stuffed in the freezer.
There's like the pork one, the beef one, the fish one, the fish tofu one.
Oh my god,
there's so many different.
Really nice though.
There's so many different varieties of the fish balls. Oh, the fish tofu is the best.
Oh, I think that's second best. The first one I like is pork.
Pork is really good too.
Yes, pork.
But
one.
I think I kind of switch between the pork and the fish ball in terms of like the fish tofu. I don't like fish balls.
Oh, I'm not like a big fan of them too. I also don't really like the.
You know the long one that's hollow.
Okay, I was about to say that.
I don't like that one.
Oh my gosh, I was literally about to say that. I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't know how to say it in English.
But my theory is that they all have the same filling.
Oh, they do?
Like all the fish balls, like except for the fish tofu.
Pasta. Like they're all the same.
They're all the same. They're just different shapes.
Offensive. Exactly. They're all, yeah. No, wait, they're not all the same.
No, like some
like
are pre-fried, some aren't. But like I think the filling itself, there's the basic filling. And then sometimes they mix like certain things into it.
Yeah. So we have like tons of that, and then we have like, oh my gosh, so much meat just like in the fridge.
You know, sometimes I wonder, is there ever like a bag of meat in the freezer that's been there for ages?
Probably.
Because
probably
like
in my fridge.
I never see the freezer empty. So I'm like, when do you know?
I thought you just said Friday it's empty.
The freezer's not empty. The fridge is.
Oh, the fridge.
The freezer is like always stocked.
I thought, yeah.
The thing is, do you ever wonder if like the meat that you're eating is really old and it has been in the freezer for a really long time?
Definitely. You know, the other day, like a few weeks ago, my mom spent $300 at the butcher's.
Oh, you know that bulk meat place? It's like, it's in like somewhere near Strathfield, but like. My mom goes there once in a while and she buys like $300 worth of meat and then like splits it into portions and like chucks it all in the freezer.
Yeah. Is that normal? To just like
do you just
go out and spend $300
is that a normal on meat? Thing? I don't know.
Meat is pretty expensive though.
Yeah, meat is so expensive. Like especially like at smaller butchers, like in smaller suburbs. It's marked up so much.
I don't know which bulk place you're talking about, but we just go to like closest Asian one near our house.
Oh, the closest Asian one near my place. We had to go there when lockdown, because it was like the 5-kilometer limit, so we couldn't go to the unusual bulk place. And there was also like a case at that place, like one of the staff got COVID. So apparently, like the same cut of meat my mum that my mum bought at my local butcher, it was $38 a kilo, right? When my mum went to the bulk place last weekend, it was like $32 a kilo. It's marked up like a lot.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, then. Well, now we know.
And why are we talking about meat on an episode about you?
We might just take this as the chance to wrap up. So hopefully you guys learned a lot about me, about our freezer and fridge situation.
Yes.
And our parents. Our parents' behavior when it comes to buying meat.
The cost of the meat that we buy.
Yeah, now you know.
Now you know.
It'll be helpful information, when you become more adult in your life.
More adult,
so
yes.
not in the 19s and 20s when you're buying more meat.
When you're the one going to the bulk meat place.
So anyway, thanks everybody for listening to this week's episode. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, let us know. And let us also know if you have any recommendations
for where to buy meat.
Yeah, that's what we want to know. For future episodes, I mean, though. So, follow us on Instagram at 2.friendlessfriends.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. 3 people unsubscribed or
Spotify.
Gone.
Yeah. And we will see you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.